Boom goes the Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are after week 16, and the Arizona Cardinals had an opportunity to stay within the division race. And guess what? Everything you could have potentially imagined that was bad after the bye week has happened to the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike, aka the AZ Sports Fan, and today we're going to be diving into Cardinals versus Carolina Panthers. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If you're going to tell me I was going to wake up this morning and lose to the 3-win Panthers, I would have told you you're crazy. The Cardinals were not going to lose to the Carolina Panthers, but knowing the history and what these teams have gone through, the Panthers have had our number for years and years and years. But, of course, because the Cardinals just recently beat them not too long ago, or at least the last time we met, I felt like the Cardinals were going to hopefully at least fight for what was in front of them. But, unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers and the Cardinals go into overtime. And then the Panthers ended up beating us 36-30 and pretty much puts a fork in the season for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. Now, let's dive into this game in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. But first things first, let me give you a huge shout out here to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. It's going to be none other than BetUS. Looking for a brand new sports book? BetUS is the way to go. Currently running, if you use promo code YouTube150, they will provide you with a 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit and a 125% sign up bonus on the following two. That's going to be using promo code YouTube150 upon signing up. Of course, bet responsibly and bet within your means. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about this absolutely abysmal performance by the Arizona Cardinal offense again. Now, I want to be very clear, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm giving a lot of flack to the offense in this video is because of what we've seen throughout the history of the Cardinals in the 2024 season, right? Now, did the defense play good this game? No, not at all. The defense didn't play good at all. Yes, they provided 3 sacks to Bryce Young, but for the most part, Bryce Young was able to stay upright and not really be very much pressured at all. Now, obviously, shout out to Chuba Hubbard. He had 25 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Conner, 15 carries, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. But opportunities were there for this Arizona Cardinal offense to do something, and they just couldn't get the job done at the end of the day. Now, yes, the last drive to get us before overtime, Kyler Murray had a pretty good drive, and then Chad Ryland ended up finishing it off with the 58 bomb, which I honestly didn't suspect. Forced overtime. The Panthers got the ball first. We stopped them. The Cardinals offense got the ball next. There was 2 balls thrown to Marvin Harrison Jr., and yes, Marvin should have caught those balls, or at least one of those balls. And then, unfortunately, Kyler got sacked, and it led to a ball that was kicked away. And then we all know the history from there, right? We all know the history. The Arizona Cardinals defense could not stop one last time, could not cause a stop one last time, and Chuba Hubbard took it to the house, which caused him to have 2 touchdowns. Now let's talk about this game in a nutshell. You closed your eyes and blinked your eyes, and you seemed to wake up, and the Cardinals were down 20-3. It was wild. We were beating ourselves up every single way with penalties. I believe in the first quarter, the Cardinals had like 7 to 8 penalties on them alone. Like, it was nuts to see how bad penalties really, really affected the first quarter for the Cardinals. Now, as the game went on, penalties seemed to have cleaned up, right? We finished off this game with 11 penalties, 82 yards, to their 9 penalties, 64 yards. So on paper, it wasn't bad after the first quarter, but like I said, you blinked your eyes, and the Cardinals were constantly trying to claw themselves out of the hole that they dug themselves in, right? It was 20-3 at one point. Then the Cardinals did a really good job in the second quarter and scored like 17 points. And then they scored 13 points. So it was 20-17 heading into the half. And there was good thoughts, right? Good vibes going around for the Cardinals offense. But unfortunately, the moment that James Conner went down, you can tell, man. James Conner is the heart and soul of this offense, and you just got a glimpse of what this offense is not, right? Without James Conner, there's just no consistency on this team. James Conner did a really good job this whole freaking year with him covering up the messiness, the ugliness of what this passing game is. There is no passing game. There's absolutely no passing game with Kyler Murray. It's very unfortunate. We are a run-heavy team for a reason. I don't know if this coaching staff truly believes in Kyler Murray, truly, but at the end of the day, Kyler Murray finished off this game with 20 for 32, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Now, that interception was a bad, bad interception, ladies and gentlemen. And I think right now, after the bye week, that marks Kyler Murray with 6 interceptions after the bye week, which is definitely not good, right? You got one win under your belt. That's against the Patriots. And then we got the Rams after, which I don't know if anybody's really going to be thinking the Cardinals are going to win that game, and then you finish off the season with the 49ers. So not a good feeling for Cardinals fans all around. There's a lot of feeling of deflatedness amongst the Bird gang, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. When the Cardinals, lights get the brightest, it almost kind of seems like the Cardinals kind of crash and burn, and they're not that team, right? Whether you want to blame Kyler, whether you want to blame the offensive coordinator, the play calls, whatever the situation is, we did have a lot of injuries coming into this game. Paris Johnson Jr., unfortunately, didn't play. Trey Benson didn't play. Jesse Luketa, as well as Mac Wilson Sr., didn't play as well. So we did get some injuries as well. But when you're looking at both these teams, I think most people could say that the Cardinals probably should have been the team that should have wiped the floor with this Carolina Panthers team. And that just wasn't the case. The Carolina Panthers were the better team at the end of the day. They beat us fair and square. I know some people want to blame penalties and, throw the refs under the bus. I do think that there was a lot of penalties being called on the Cardinals in the first quarter, but it cleaned up, right? The Cardinals cleaned up the penalties, but the offense still couldn't do anything. They really couldn't. They fell flat on their face. We need James Conner. We really, really do. And this passing game just been non-existent from the jump. Now, Kyler Murray did also, had some pressure on him as well. He made some plays with his legs here and there, but there was 3 sacks on Kyler, 3 sacks on Bryce Young. When it comes down to it, time of possession was pretty even down. We were 33 minutes, 24 seconds to their 33 minutes, 18 seconds. We lost the fumble. We threw an interception. This game came down to turnovers, right? We weren't able to protect the ball. And at the end of the day, it's history. The Cardinals are cooked for the 2024 season. With any opportunity that they might have had, it's done now, right? It's done. They're eliminated from the playoff contention. They got 2 more division matchups coming their way, and I don't even know if anybody even cares, to be honest with you. But let's see how the Arizona Cardinals finish off the remaining of the 2024 season. All right, everybody, let me give a huge shout out here to BetUS, the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, for sponsoring. Thank you so very much. If you're looking for a brand new sports book, BetUS is the way to go. Currently, right now, if you use promo code YouTube150 upon signing up, they will provide you with a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit and a 125% sign-up bonus on the following 2. Use BetUS, proud sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the 2024 season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be closing up shop right here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cardinals.